and welcome back to the Undressing Room podcast presented by Macy's. And this week is extra special. Yeah, we got some juicy deliciousness in the building today. We have a special guest, Bow Wow, who has new music coming out. Y'all know we've been waiting for some new music ever since that Verzuz. We are so ready. Plus, Bow Wow is here to give us the male perspective on some of these relationship topics because, you know, L'Oreal and I come from the very female side of things. Also, speaking of male perspective, we have to unpack what Marlon Wayans is talking about. He explains why he never got married. I don't know if I'm feeling this excuse. And then Chloe Bailey, she comes on and she speaks with Sweetie. I call her Saweetie, but I believe it's Sweetie, about responding to the negative comments on the gram. L'Oreal, what else we talking about?
Listen, there was plenty of negative comments after this story broke last week, and that's Dell and Sonia Curry headed to divorce after both of them accused each other of cheating. So somebody's being unfaithful in that situation. Also, Cardi B addresses a fan who implied that she is the breadwinner and Offset needs to step it up. She shut them down. Pretty crazy. And for our final question to undress, you're not going to believe it, y'all, but this is what happened. Oh, man. It's going down. Bow Wow, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, well, I gotta let them know. You can go ahead and check out our personal Macy's shopping picks by heading over to Macy's.com/the undressing room. That's right, all the clothes that me and L'Oreal zip off. Well, we hang them up right there backstage in that Macy's page. And speaking of girls and being powerful, I am super excited about this. I was a member of this organization. It's called Girls Inc. Macy's has partnered with Girls Inc. for the second year running to help inspire girls to grow up to be strong, smart, and bold. So the organization's network of mentors, they provide vital support as well as science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Y'all parents might know that. It's also known as STEM. It's a STEM program. And college readiness program so that a generation of girls can become leaders today and in the future. Shout out to Macy's.
Big shout out to them. And speaking of leaders, some of y'all need to be led on how to dress because you can't, right? So Macy's has something a little special for y'all. It's a personal stylist service. So you don't have to, match and look crazy all alone because you'll have somebody at Macy's that can help you out. And I'm talking about they can help you with everything from shoes to dresses to jewelry. You and your BFFs could be matching and all that good stuff, whatever you need. But you definitely might need some help from them. And all you got to do is visit in store or book an appointment online today.
Nice. Shout out Macy's. Getting them dressed. Now, we want to get undressed because Bow Wow's here. Hey, little male perspective in the building. We're going to have to ding, ding, ding your thing and welcome our guest, the sexy, the talented, the amazing Bow Wow is in the building. And baby boy, you had a big year.
Yes.
Yeah. I definitely did, right? Even during the pandemic. It's a blessing. It's crazy. Fast 9 came out. April, I think we second biggest grossing movie of the year.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. So yeah, man, we working, man. We finding ways to maneuver through this thing. So we back a bit. Business is booming over here, so it's a blessing.
And of course, the Verzuz battle, that was something that everybody was anticipating from you. They didn't put
you anticipated more than anyone else. You were so ready for Bow Wow.
But wasn't I the one that called out the Soulja Boy and Bow Wow? I was like, it has to be them two. I mean, I get the Romeo situation and I see what y'all was trying to do there, but like it wouldn't have even been fair. Like, what?
Yeah, we really wanted to make it make sense. I think, once Rome called me out, I was kind of quiet. I kind of chilled back on it. And then when Soulja stepped up, it just made sense because we already on the Millennium Tour together. That's really my dog. We got records together. And I feel like, dude definitely has some records that has like a lot of staying power. You know what I'm saying? So it just made sense for the culture for me and him to link up and do it. And plus we really boys too. So like I said, it was just the perfect blend with me and him. The antics, the social media, everything. It just made sense.
So you just said that the Millennium Tour. Is there something we can expect in the near future, sir?
Yeah, October 1st. Hey. We kick it back off in LA. Excited about it. Can't wait. I think when we started the Millennium Tour 2020, I think we did like 5 shows, and then that's when the whole world kind of shut down. I was kind of pissed off about that. Yeah. But But then just sit at the crib. We had a lot of me and Amari had like a lot of time to reflect and really like perfect it and get it right. And I mean, the show was already right, but now we done had like a whole year now to like come up with a whole other, you know, a different look. So we really excited. And plus, it's what the fans want to see. You know, that, like nostalgia's back. So it's like, we just excited to hit the road again and just give it to them. And you know, like you said with the Verzuz thing, and I think Ashanti did Verzuz, me and Soulja. So it's just, you know what I mean? They want to see it live now. So I think it's even better than it was the first time we rolled it out.
And you definitely showed the people why they deserve your money, because you can always throw down when it comes to performing and putting on a show. Like somebody might have a couple records, you get what I'm saying? But when you've been doing this forever. So how does it feel when you're out there? Is there anything different from like when you was a child to now seeing these same fans that are out here coming to see you and support you?
No different. It's the same. It's the same. And even with Verzuz, I told Timbaland this too. I said after me and Soulja's Verzuz, we changed Verzuz. Like, especially if you're a rapper.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? We changed it. Now it's more of a concert. It's like it went from who is more entertaining to now who put on the best show, because now it's people here now. You know what I mean? So it's totally different. So I advise anybody that's doing it, if you're not ready to perform, you might just lose off of that. And it's crazy to know, like, we all got hit records, but sometimes they might not hit if you don't perform them right. You like,
you know, y'all didn't just bring a concert. Y'all brought unity. What y'all did for Verzuz is something that should have been done before, but you set a different bar, because these artists are artists that we all love on both sides. And so instead of it being a battle and a competition, the unity and the brotherhood that y'all brought, because at the end of the day, y'all still leading a culture, both of y'all. And so the way y'all did that, you made everybody that came after that make it more about the unity and the brotherhood and the sisterhood in the situation, not banger for banger. You know what I mean?
Hey, don't get it twisted though. It's still competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like once the record drop, that's the part that can't really be rehearsed. Like we don't, like, even though me and Soulja like this, at the end of the day, I was like, I'm about to bust his ass. Like every time I really said that, like I meant it, and he knew I meant it. Like, bro, like I love you to death. I'll do anything for you, but I'm about to bust your ass. Like, and I really mean it. Like, I really, really sincerely mean it. And then after it's all done, now we can, all right, it's my dog. We're gonna do the whole little kumbaya thing afterwards. But while we battling though, because it is a battle, like you feel it, like the energy it switches. Like you will feel it. Like Soulja was doing songs.
We ain't friends no more when they come down to
like Soulja switched up the whole show. We had everything lined up, how we was gonna do it song for song, was coming after what. So it aligned, so everything flew, like it flowed. And then I get there and I'm like, bro, that wasn't on the list. Like, what is you doing? And he like this, I just decided I'm gonna throw this one on there now. And I'm like, all right, so this the game.
He tried to throw you off.
Yes, at sound check. So I'm like, okay, this is what we doing. All right. So yeah,
but
it's still competitive.
That makes a lot more sense now, because watching it, I'm like, Bow Wow look a little bit aggravated with Soulja Boy and certain things that he's doing. But now that you say that, it's because y'all had a plan and then he went off road and did something else.
Script.
Yeah, so all that was real though. Like him doing the song 3 times, he never told me he was going to do the song 3 times. So that was real. So when he did She Make It Clap, I'm like, okay, cool. He told me he was coming out with that first. I said, I agree. That's the new one. He said, yo, Bow, I'm going to go first. I just want to get the single out the way, and then we can, you know, keep it going. And then when he brought it back, I knew he was bringing out French. I knew that. So I'm like, okay. But then the Nicki part, when he did the Nicki part, I said, bro, like, how many times you gonna do the same song? Like, man, like, what is you doing, bro? Like, I don't want you to get trolled. I want this to be right. Like, but for Soulja, it worked for him because of the person that he is. You know what I mean? I said, if anybody can do verses and do the same song over and over, it'd be him. And plus, you know, he want to say he the first for everything. So he's definitely the first artist to get on Verzuz and do a song 3 times in a row. Like, it ain't like he spaced it out. He did it in a row.
Back to back. And
crazy.
Then y'all also dropped a record together, Bow Wow Verse Soulja Boy. And on that record, you went kind of viral last week or 2 weeks ago. And this was because you kind of mentioned Kim K and having her back in the day or whatever the case. Now,
talk about it.
I said that.
Is that what I heard in the song, or did I hear something wrong?
Nah, I mean, you know, if you heard the bar, if that's what you heard, that's what you heard. That's right. But see, for me, that's why, like, I don't really talk a lot. So for me, I put everything, like, the smart thing with what I do is anything that's like, I know that's gonna go viral. Instead of me like doing an interview talking about it, for me, I'm just gonna write it. I'm gonna put it in a song. So I'm gonna make you have to hear the song. And then once you hear the song, that's like the most eye-popping or ear-catching thing in the verses. Like, you gotta say some off-the-wall things. So it's kind of like, that's just a part of songwriting. It's like, yo, how can I, with, you know, my intro into a verse, like, what can I say? Like, what's the build-up? So for me, it was just, you know, Soulja said, you'll just get on here and just talk crazy, like just spaz out. We're just gonna wild out. And I'm like, all right, well, let's wild out. Let's do it.
Is that gonna happen?
Wild out.
Look, is that gonna happen on Letter to My Ex?
Nah, definitely wouldn't. It you know, nah, because you know, it didn't even go that far for that individual to be an ex. But I scratched our whole project. Like, we working on something totally new. Like, I know.
Oh, you're not doing that anymore. Okay.
Nah. I know, like, me and Hitmaker, we've been in the studio crazy, like, for the past like 2.5 months. We got some. He gave me the epic Bow Wow record that I needed. I've been searching for.
You got the sauce on it.
Nice.
Yeah, we definitely got it. It's the one, not the token.
Okay,
for sure.
I know, not just myself, but everyone is looking forward to growing up hip hop. Because you don't just do one thing, sir. I don't know how you are a father, a hit maker, a battler, getting ready to go on tour, got a television show. What can we expect for this new season? Yeah, well, actually, this is the first time I'm saying it. You know, I stepped back. I stood back from it. You know what I mean? I had to take a step back from the show. Really?
Yeah. And for me, it was just more to free up everything that's going on, right? Because I got a lot going on. Me and Shad, we have our show that we're preparing now. That's, you know, in the works.
Adorable.
Yeah, thank you. So, you know, it's time to put her butt to
daughter?
work. Yeah, we got a show coming out together. Yeah, we got our own TV show coming out together. So, and plus, you know, I got so many positive things, and you know how this could be with reality TV. We all know, like, right? Like, it could turn for the worst. And before I let the network deteriorate what I've worked so hard for in my brand now, it's like, there's no way that I can let that happen. My daughter's getting older. So it's like, I want to shift that energy and put that on, you know, my daughter. So if I'm on TV now, it's like me and my daughter. I got the tour going. You know, we did Fast 9. So sometimes I got to step back and calculate what's going on and, like, you know what? Don't really need this. You know, it was good while it lasted, but now let's get on to this. So now we on the phase 2 now.
So are you still gonna executive produce it, or you're stepping away completely?
It's completely a dub.
Wow.
I'm excited. I'm actually happy about that.
You step away from that, but then you drop the new Fast and Furious. I mean, come on, sir.
That's how you gotta do it. Yeah, that's how you gotta do it, man. It's like, then plus it's hard to be in business with people that don't understand, right? Like, I think for me, that's the hardest thing. It's like, you know, well, we want to film Dial outside this ice cream parlor when, you know, it's like, yo, bro, I don't do that. I'm not about to, I'm not going to no ice cream parlor to have a conversation. We can Zoom it, we can FaceTime it. Like, let's keep it real. And it's hard for people to kind of see your vision when they already have their vision already set in stone on what they want it to be. So for me, it was like, even though I was the EP, I never had a chance to really feel like the EP, nor like they treated me like that. But with this situation with me and my daughter, it's totally different. Like, this is this is big. This one gonna be the big one, right?
Well, let me just tell you, all of the little young dancers out here that's getting y'all dance moves together, y'all better practice real hard.
She is
because your daughter is a beast. Like,
dancing machine.
She keep up with her mama, and her mama is a beast.
Yeah, she got her beat. I was at the club last night watching women dance and all that. I'm like, my daughter's like, y'all might got to go holler at her. She only 10 going on 11. I'm like, y'all might have to go pull up on her real quick and get some lessons, get some one-on-ones in. But
How does that feel about when it's like, you know what it's like to be a star as a child, right? And you know the things that you went through and things of that nature. And you see, low key, she's headed in that same path. Does that scare you at all because of things that you've seen?
No, not really, because, you know, her rollout for her, which is special, is with her dad, is with me. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I'm not gonna be one of those dads like that's always on her. Like, even with the acting thing, like, I wasn't one of those people like, yo, I'm bad, my kid gonna have to do what I do. It was like, it naturally just happened. I never really had to force nothing on her. I think once she, you know, start finding out more about her little self and watching all these TV shows and being on TikTok and watching her mom and then of course watching me and coming to set, and it was just intriguing to her. And I think it just kind of clicked, like, I want to do what my dad doing. And I look up, and then, you know, her mom is calling me like, you know, Shad has a play. It started out with school play. It just grew. So for me, it's like, nah, because your daddy gonna be guiding you and holding your hand. I'm right here, but I'm not gonna be all the way on you. But as you grow, as we go on this journey together and do this sitcom and all these things that we're doing, by the time I let your hand go, you already got the game, the knowledge, and you ready to go. Because like you came in with me, where it's like most of these artists nowadays, or celeb kids, or whatever the case may be, they come in alone. Like you watch a lot of these artists, when you see them go crazy on the Instagram and on the Twitter, and I'm about to quit this week, and the label that's a lot of that's just with no guidance. Like you didn't tell them, you didn't prepare them for what's to come. Like you know what I mean? I think that's why I've been able to stay in the game so long, is because I had Snoop, I got Puff, I got JD, and it's like they will be there. They may not let me. Yeah, my mom too.
Mommy.
Yeah, for sure. But you know how it is. It's like with Shy too. It's like dad is right here giving you the same game. But when Raven Simone called me and she want to talk to Shy and give her tips, she listens.
Yes,
she listens. Like I'm like, I just told you the same thing. Like I'm like, because we the parents, and it's like they have their own idols and their favorites too, right? So when I plug Raven Simone and Shy together, because I'm like, yo, sis, like we gearing her up to be like the next you. Like every generation is a right, and I know that's the box they're gonna try to put her in. So, and you're her favorite, so I think y'all should start building this. This is big sis, little sis thing. So it's like, well, Raven said, I told you to do the same thing with your facial expressions. Why you listen to Raven? I get it. So I was the same way on that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah.
What about your new hairstyle? You had your new hairstyle you unveiled a couple days ago. I see you got that on.
Let me see that hair.
The internet has to be, and I've said this before, is like there's some smart people online, but then you also have like I hate saying dumb, but it just is what it is. It's true. I'm talking about let's use that, not so bright people on the internet. Like people really thought that was like I was rocking that. Like I was really, you know what I mean? And for me, I just sit back and just like laugh at it. Like I can't believe I really believe this. But no, I was actually I got the #1 like men's hair product line out on period. Like nobody.
Let's talk about
my nephew told me. Yeah, my little nephew told me about that.
Yeah, man, we got everything: the do-rags, the brushes, the wave brushes. I mean, everything.
I saw you doing this.
Yeah, I got everything, right? And like, and like I said, that's something that's just totally different for me too. Like another, entity that I just had to dive into, business side of me. But yeah, like that was a photo shoot that we had last week for the line. And what it was while my hair was slick the way it was, I was getting called all type of Reverend Bow Sharpton. It was crazy, right? So
he was giving Big Red from the
like
Big Red. Yeah. I had to FaceTime Snoop, like, man, why you posted? Like I almost got away with it until you post me and Big Red side by side. So my office hours. I'm like, why you do me like that? But so I got a lot of hair now. So with Red by Kiss, the company that I'm with, and their whole thing is the do-rag. The #1 seller is the do-rag. So it's like, how can we still, we need Bow's hair flat so the do-rag stays down, almost like if I had a haircut. Well, you gotta slick that thing back.
That bad boy down.
Man, it was so hard. You could have knocked on my hair, man. My hair was so stiff and hard. But
Gorilla Glue boy.
Yeah, but I'm you feel me? So I'm just a silly dude. Like if you really know me, you know Shad, not Bow. Like everybody know I clown and play around all day, right? But if you don't know me, then you don't really see that side. So I already knew it was gonna go up. As soon as I did it, I'm like, I look so crazy and hideous. I just know this is just, I just do it for fun. Like people got to see me look crazy. Like this is part of the process, and I got to wear this. But that's all it was. It wasn't nothing serious. Do I plan on rocking it ever? Hell no. So you ain't got to worry about that.
There's a lot of men out there with hair. Let's be a lot.
Not that hairstyle.
What is that rapper's name? James. It's something James.
Trinidad James.
James. Oh,
say it again. Trinidad James. He puts a video up every week, leaving the hair salon, baby. His hair look better than your grandma. It's a lot of men out here wearing hair.
Young Jock then did it. He did all kind of weird.
Young Jock did the Fantasia.
Yeah, he put the curls in there. See, that's that. I had that I had like a deacon look. Like I look like a deacon. Like
you look like a deacon, and Jock looked like Vacation Bible School.
You feel me? Yeah, Jock. I don't know where Jock be going. Man. That boy wild for them hairstyles. But I would never rock that though. I wouldn't rock that.
Okay, now we gotta slide in and get undressing these topics, Bow Wow. So what we do is we undress Very
Okay.
controversial topics. L'Oreal and I never agree on absolutely anything. But I need you to weigh in today because we have some topics where a male's perspective would definitely come into hand. So I'm gonna slide into
worst.
you're the best.
Yes, you
are.
are. Look, can't wait.
Marlon Wayans explains why he never got married. Now, I'm not saying this is your situation because I don't think there's a ring on your finger, but let me know what you think about this. So, Marlon Wayans, who is 47 years old, recently did an interview with Essence while he was promoting the role that he played in Aretha Franklin's movie.
Great movie, by the way. Great movie, by the way.
Great movie. Respect. It's Aretha Franklin's biopic, however you like to say it. It is absolutely amazing. J Hud did her thing. But while he was promoting it, he did an interview and he said that in his personal life, we have seen him post women from time to time, but he's never gotten really serious and he's never gotten married. His mother recently passed away. And on her deathbed, he explained to his mother why he never got married. He never tied the knot because he did not want any other woman to have the number one spot in his life besides from his mama. He said, I never got married because I knew my mom needed me. Women sometimes want to battle for your attention. They want to battle for your love. They want to be the number one. Me and my mama share the same birthday. I am not trying to hear
That's cold. That's cold-blooded. They share the same birthday. See, it's deeper than that now. That's pure love and energy right there. I mean,
what do you think about that? Like with having such a successful career, because no, you're not a Wayans, but you are you, and you have had an amazing career since a kid, and you still going on. So where does love fall into that when you love your mama too?
Yeah, I mean, look, the love I got for my mom is definitely different for the love I would have for my woman. You know what I mean? I got my reason too. I don't plan on ever getting married neither. You know what I'm saying?
Never say never.
I could see that.
And that was just the best man at my best friend's wedding too. Like I told him, I'm like, I'm just gonna live through you. I don't mind being the best man, throwing on the tux, getting clean, but me walking down the aisle, I just can't see it. I think we all have our, with our own individual lives and things that we see and go through. I blame it on that. Like my reasons is because of what I've seen out my own two eyes growing up in this business. I done seen, wives, you know what I'm saying, with the ring on, like madly in love and, end up with somebody in the crew. And I got these, and I'm like, yo, like this ain't like, damn, like, so like, man, like you start questioning things, right? Like, damn, like this is the highest height you can get in a relationship is being married. And like, damn, like the ring really don't mean.
What about this? What if you decide to define your relationship prior to? So say we throw out all the rules that the whole rest of the world say we're supposed to do. Throw all of those out. And you define what your relationship is. So if that means an open relationship, if that means like, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you might see someone's wife with someone else, but their husband knows because they have
an open relationship.
It's an open situation.
See, like I'm gonna get tired of that. Like that to me is either too much. Like nah. Like I'm cool. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I can speak on me and me only. It's like I done been through so much with women relationship wise and have seen so much to where I'm at a point in my life where like I'm at peace. Like I'm a better me when I'm not in a relationship because of the things I get accused for doing. If I got a bag to go pick up, I'm hosting and why the girl, why I can't have all do like I gotta have a lady. They gonna end up in the section anyway. I ain't got time to be coming home explaining myself after I ain't do nothing wrong. It's like it just be too much. Like so.
But did you apologize to somebody? I mean, you proposed to somebody before, correct?
Yes. I did.
Like you had to remember.
No, I really did. You know what I'm saying? I've been through so much. I'm like,
that was 3 lives ago.
Yeah, I've been in so many relations. I'm like, oh, did I get? Because I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm like, I did. Damn.
So, but what made you do that then? If you feel like you're never gonna get married, what made you do that?
You want the honest truth?
Yeah.
It's the undressing room.
I'll give y'all the honest truth. A famous rapper, right? Had a conversation with me, right? And this is a rapper that has been engaged a lot. And he told me, he was like, yo, like the girlfriend thing is basic. I buy rings. It ain't like I might walk down the aisle or nothing like that, but I just give them a ring. Ring ain't nothing. We buy rings every day, pal. So I said, damn. All right, well, I don't want to be my girlfriend. Girlfriend too base. So hey, throw this ring on your finger. You got something to show. We engaged. That's as far as there you go. Put that on there.
Oh, wow.
Did she get to keep it at least? Like when y'all broke up, did she get to keep the ring?
No.
Oh.
I didn't even.
That's for the next person.
Not even. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even do that. Like I feel like that's bad luck when people do that and like get a rock or take the stone out and go to the jeweler and make something new, but keep the same stone. I feel like you just bringing the same energy back, but you putting it into a new situation. But as far as Bow ever getting
you gotta
married,
let that ring go, ladies. If you decide not to marry him, do not keep that ring anywhere in your house or because that is bad juju.
And I'm too friendly. You can't repo the ring.
And I'm too friendly too. So that's another reason why I can't. I like to have like it's Taco Tuesdays and movie nights. I like the ladies to pull up. It's a vibe. It's hookah. There you go. So for me, my woman ain't going for that. She gonna be like, yo, we can't be having 15, 20 girls over every day. We partying, we vibing. Like I ain't with that. So.
Let me tell you, I was at Rolling. I went to Miami for Rolling Loud, and I went to live with my boy Kaiser. We all know Mike Kaiser.
Kaiser, what up, Kaiser?
And we were walking through, and when we were walking through, it was like all these girls, and they just was like running.
Oh
yeah. Was Bow Wow there?
It was Bow Wow.
It was me and Chris. I think me and Brown.
Chris wasn't even there yet. He was
Brown there yet?
We was outside. We were walking inside. You must have just got out your car or something. All I know is some girl tried to run me over. So I'm about ready to knock a girl out. And I'm like, what's going on? I thought damn Obama pulled up the way these girls was running to be behind Bow. And it's just like if I was a girl dating you, and that it's not has nothing to do with insecure, this, that, and third. You see 30 women, all beautiful women, running to get behind. I would understand why they would feel a bit of a way or they would need a ring or why they saying what you doing at the club because I never seen nothing like this. I'm not even gonna cap.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. And I feel like it's a and then I feel like it's just a lifestyle too. It makes it hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just talking to one of my partners about that. I'm like, bro, it's so hard for me to meet a woman that's like straight up and down, got everything together, is far removed from the things that I like to do. Like that'll probably be the girl I could really settle down with, somebody that can show me something different. But it's so tough when, we're put in these situations that it's tough. Like to go host Live in Miami, like, if Drake hosting Bow, Trey Songz, or Chris Brown, like it's only a few where they gonna pop out. They popping out and it's like,
and everything is popping out.
100, yeah, like it's like 100. Like I just gotta be, I don't know, I just gotta be single. It's sometimes it be too much.
It's sacred for everybody.
Yeah. It'd be too much. It'd be too much.
Speaking of too much, L'Oreal, let's slide into these negative comments online and the advice that Chloe Bailey and Sweetie are talking about.
Yeah, so Chloe Bailey sat down with Saweetie because she was doing a little interview and all that good stuff. And she was talking about some of the backlash that she gets. For some reason, everybody is super hard on Chloe, which she seems like the sweetest, this innocent soul.
She's gorgeous, and they always hate on the fly one.
Right, they
Little mama is everything.
And I feel like she's opening herself up. She's getting out of her shell. And, some people, that makes them feel a little bit insecure because, it's a reflection of yourself, what you got a problem with. So another Lizzo, we just went through this with Lizzo, and she broke down on social media and was crying and all because of what people had to say to her negatively. Now, some people do fight back with their words. We know Cardi B will clap back real quick, and others will appear to be emotional. Like one or the other is going to be one way or the other. Now, they sat down on Icy University, and Sweetie asked her how she feels about the pressure to be someone other than her authentic self. And Chloe said, Yes, I'd be lying if I didn't feel that pressure. I think every day you can see so many positive comments, but then you'll see one that really messes with you and you'll be thinking about it the whole day. Like, do I really need to change this about myself? Am I doing this wrong? What's going on? But it's like, I'm not all the way there yet, but I'm learning. So as I'm speaking on it, I'm teaching it to myself. I always pray when I feel like I can't really handle it. And then I realize that you are perfect just the way you are. So I would love to hear what you got to say about this, Val. Like, how do you deal with those negative comments, or like when people decide to turn you into a meme and it's the Bow Wow challenge? Like, does that ever bother you, or how do you get past those things?
Hell no. Like, I was just sitting here, I get it, because women, what I'm saying, react differently to certain things. I get it, y'all feelings, I get it, right? I'm just numb to that shit, to be real with you. Like, it just don't faze me. Like, that's when my arrogance side kick in. I'm like, yo, they don't even know me. I can't even put a face to these people. I don't even care. I'm gonna go just get on this yacht today with 15 girls, and I don't care. Like, I'm blessed. The life I get to live every day. You think I really care about what somebody has to say about me? Like,
the little yacht, Bow, or the big yacht? The yacht that took you to the yacht?
The big one.
The big one.
So it's like, I just look at, and then also what also helps too is when you're too tapped in to Instagram, then you're gonna feel it. It's gonna really hit. For me, like, I post and get out. Like, if you look at my gram, I think I posted yesterday, but before that, it's like 5 weeks ago. Like, I don't really be on it like that. Like, I post what is right for me to post. If it's work, we go to a tour. Like, it's also the content you put out there too. Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's also the content you put out there. You can set yourself up for it, and if you do, you just got to be ready for it. But for me, I never care. Like, even with the Bow Wow challenge, I'm like, y'all playing with me like I really can't go get a plane for real. Like, don't, like, this is real life now. We talk. This is like Mike. This is Calvin K. Y'all really want to talk bag talk? We can talk bag talk. So for me, it's like, I don't care. Like, I just never let anything really bother me or really get into my space.
Your key point was that you're numb to it. So at some point, you had to grow that callus. You had to grow that tough skin. And when you have young girls like Koloe, they're so young.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I never cared. Like, even when I was younger, I just never cared.
Your mentor is Big Snoop. Come on now. No one expected you to care.
Yo, like, it's like,
I mean, Snoop is your mentor. Like, come on.
Facts. Like, how I be finding out about stuff. Like, I could be sitting here in the crib, we could be playing 2K Madden or whatever, and my boys would be like, bro, I just checked the shade room, you on there? And I'll be like, I ain't even do nothing, so what am I on it for? Oh, no, man, they got your hand, they got your let me hold you hand in the hologram, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, even when I'm quiet, even when I'm chilling in the house, they still got to talk about Bow, because like, I really be off the grid for real. Like, I really be quiet. Like, I really be chilling on my off time. I don't just be on Instagram all day. Like, I got shit to do. I don't just spend time on Instagram all day, where a lot of people do. It's like the Matrix. It's a place where another world they could tap in, be somebody else or whatever the case, and then snap back into it. My whole thing is this: I live in the real world. Like, I don't post my cars. You got to see me for real, for real. I live in real life. So that whole internet thing, I don't really get caught up in all that. I could be trending right now, number one, for something crazy, and I'm gonna be like, my energy gonna be the same. Like, what we doing? Y'all want to go get drinks?
Well, what makes y'all block somebody? Like, what's something that'll make you just be
what's
like,
a blockable offense? Yes. Block. What might I do that makes you block me?
I never like just like comments and that type of stuff. If I block you off the gram type thing.
Just anything. Yeah, like what would make you do that?
The only time I might block you is if you know Shad. If you block, you know me. Like, I ain't blocking nobody because they say you suck or you that was lame or you whack or you you don't get blocked for that. You can spam my pay. I'm cool. If I know you and I don't want to deal with your ass, then you block. Like, I don't even want you looking at nothing. Like, go make a fake page and get it that way. But I'm blocking you if I know you personally. Then that's the only time I block you. But comments and fans, I don't block. I don't got time.
Eva, what about you? What it take for you, Eva, to block somebody?
When people say mean stuff and like bring up other people's business in my lives, like when I'm on broadcasting in the morning and all these people from all over the world are tuned in, and then someone says something negative about like someone I might know or show I might have been on or something that don't have nothing to do with me, don't pay me, I'm not a part of it. And if they bring that stuff in there, you're getting blocked. And if you say anything about my kids, you're going to get blocked and you might get touched. That's just how I
I block people for the littlest things.
You
like
do,
I don't
L'Oreal.
even, because I won't even read the full comment. I'll be like, block. It could be in the, I'm a fan, because
For
people
real?
love to say some shady stuff, and then
so
they end
mean.
it with, but I'm a fan. And it's like, nah, you're out of here. Block.
But
block.
Bow Wow, I want to know what advice you would give, because you still young and you have a lot of years left in this business, but you're still considered a vet. I mean, we all remember Bow Wow with the braids walking out on the big screen. Like, hold up, he's an actor. So what would you say to someone like Chloe, someone like Sweetie, someone like these young women that have garnered such big fame and they're still really young and like barely able to drink alcohol? What would you say to them with this negative backlash on Instagram?
It's just words. You know what I'm saying? It's just words. And you got to just build that self-confidence within yourself to understand, you. You know what I'm saying? These are people that you're never going to probably see. They'll never get close to you. So, you know, and that's what the internet is. It's just it's a place where, you know, a lot of the weirdos and nerds, the people that would even have the balls to say these things in front of you, you know, that's what it's for, right? So you got to understand, like, and also from another perspective, whatever you put out, just know it's coming back, right? Like, that's what it is. That's why I'm the type of rapper. I don't post money. I don't post my cars. Because then it's gonna turn into, oh, my rent. Like, Fix it. You counting out 25 bands on the gram. You know, like all these rappers, I ain't paying. No, like you ain't.
You're not paying no rent, Bow.
Hell
they lifted
no.
the moratorium. I'm getting
You feel
evicted.
me? So it's like sometimes we get so caught up that we start telling our real personal stuff. You know what I'm saying? To where a lot of times that's how it happens. It's social media. So you got to really know when to do it, how to do it, get in and get out. Like for me, that's how to master the internet now. It's like I know I wait for my moments. I don't indulge. You'll never see me on no blog Bow replied back to this comment. It won't happen. You know, Will Smith gave me some dope advice one time. He said, when people say crazy things about me, I type my reply back to them, I read it, and then I erase it. And I never post it. Because
you get it out without getting it out.
I got it out. Exactly. I got it out, but I'm not about to be, today's news ain't going to be today Bow Wow claps back. The news need to be the Millennium Tour coming in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you are. I don't really indulge in that. So I would tell them the same thing.
The Millennium Tour is coming when?
Yeah, like I don't want people to be knowing like, man, Bow Wow and now like nah, like I had enough of that. So yeah, I would just say, you know what I mean, you know yourself, you know your worth, you know what's happening. You know what I mean? And you know, at the end of the day, you got to know how to use the internet, get in, get out. Don't get tied up. Don't think that this is what it really is, because the internet world is different from the real world.
Yeah,
I can tell you that right now.
To your face, ever.
Like, not to bring this person up, but to watch all these negative comments on 6ix9ine, and then for 6ix9ine to be able to go outside and go to the mall and go to restaurants and do all it. That's the perfect example of letting you know how the internet is really the matrix. And then you have the real world. Now they can't collide. They can't collide.
Preach, Bow Wow.
They can't collide, but it's different. You know what I'm saying?
That's somebody did run down on him the past weekend and
got folded up in the mall.
Yeah,
he got beat up in the mall. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did they take his wig?
No. The guy got beat up.
Handled it. Yeah, like that ain't happening. Like, dude telling you, like, I'm really outside, and he is outside. So it's like the internet world and the real world is totally different. And then also you talking that talk. And you run like you just said, you see what happened. But yeah,
you can get that
two different worlds. So they just gotta understand that.
All right. Well, speaking of two different worlds, you're in this world right now listening to the Undressing Room podcast presented by Macy's. Go ahead and check out our personal Macy's shopping page at Macy's.com/the Undressing Room. Now, every week, Bow Wow, we have a final question. And this week's final question, it starts with, well, it's from www.cringy.com, and it starts with a lot to unpack here. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Now, I know I told you I wasn't ready for a relationship, but I met this girl after you, and it just feels like it's kismet. Anyways, her birthday is coming up, so I wanted to get her that perfume you wear. I remember it smelled amazing. What's the name of it?
No.
Now, for L'Oreal, would you help this man out and tell him the name of that fragrance? And Bow Wow, would you text this to a woman so that you can get your new woman that fragrance? Like, is this man out of pocket?
Wait, he texting his ex that, like, the girl he broke up with?
Yeah, so he had it was a friends with benefits situation. Then he told her, you know what? I'm not ready for a relationship. Then decided to text her a couple months later and says, hey, I hope you're doing well. I know I told you I wasn't ready for a relationship, but I
This
did
is
meet this
crazy.
girl and I feel like it is kismet.
Nah, he a
Anyways,
weirdo.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
a
weirdo.
weirdo.
He's a weirdo. Like you, by that time, you know how many women you can add. Like you go to Saks, fool, and go ask the lady at the thing,
the
like what
fragrance
smells
is
good. Like
pee. That's the
what
fragrance.
is
Pee.
what?
That's what my
No.
response would be if I got text that question. The fragrance is diaper.
Piss.
Nah, he out of bounds. Nah, he out of bounds. I ain't gonna lie. That's some weirdo. That's a weirdo right there. Like, there's no way I'm about to ask. Listen, I'm not even about to ask a girl I just met tonight about. Nah, like that's just weird. Like, nah. I ain't doing that.
But do
That's
you
crazy.
remember a woman's fragrance like that? Like, have you ever enjoyed a woman, been around her, whatever, and then you left it like, dang, she smelled good.
Like she smells good.
Ooh, I felt like recently I did, but man, a lot of these women always wearing the same thing. So when they do have a fragrance, I'm like, oh, that's Chanel number 9. Oh,
You
that's
like that's Baccarat.
Baccarat. Oh, that's Chanel. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's once
Is
again
it
they
the
all
girls
follow
wear the
suit. So
same thing, or you know a lot of girls?
No, a
Because
lot
you
of
just
girls
named
be
about
wearing the
9
same thing.
fragrances.
They
I
do be
mean,
wearing the same thing.
yeah, they do wear the same thing. You know, you know what's up. Look, Els, you know what's up.
It's true.
They wear
If
the
it
same
ain't
thing.
Baccarat, if it ain't Chanel number 9, if it ain't they ain't wearing it.
That's it.
So they
Malone.
all the women smell alike.
And look, I definitely wear Baccarat, but the way that I wear Baccarat is with
You
2
mix it
other
with something.
fragrances.
You gotta
Yeah,
mix
I
it, and you
always
gotta
like
put
if
oil.
you can't never just do one. I'll do something that's not even a perfume, and then I'll do
Yeah.
like 2 different perfumes and mix them.
Like
And
what?
I always smell
Fabuloso?
good. I definitely have people asking me what my fragrances are, and I never tell them. I don't care. I won't tell nobody. And to top it off, ain't no guy that I'm not dealing with no more gonna be. I told y'all what I do. I block people. Like if I no longer deal with you, I wasn't just talking about Instagram. I'm talking about life block, right? So I literally
You
I'm
delete
going through
pictures.
this right
You just
now. No,
forget
I'm going
everything
through
that ever happened.
yeah, I'm going through this right now. Like it was a guy that I was dealing with, and things are not how I wanted it to be. I spoke to him about it, and he thought I was joking, and I blocked his ass. Now the only way he can
Is that
speak
why he
to
calling
me
me? Calling
is
you?
through Eva or
Damn.
Instagram, and like on the Instagram, he keeps telling me like unblock me, and it's like no, you're done because ultimately I spoke to you about this. Like you don't have to just cut somebody off out of nowhere, but you let them know what they did, and if they don't get it or get it through their mind, they're gonna keep doing it. So you have to either get rid of them or teach them a lesson, like a dog, right?
Yeah,
You gotta spank them.
I don't even wear cologne. I don't even wear cologne.
You don't?
No.
What do you
So wait,
wear?
that's a natural fragrance.
I can't do it. Like since a little kid, I used to wear like I ain't gonna front. Cool Water cologne was my thing back in the day. Like that was the first bottle of cologne I had was some Cool Water cologne. I thought I was on, and then I started hating the smell. Like when I put my clothes in the dirty clothes, they just never smell dirty. They just the whole laundry basket just smell like cologne. And I'm like, yo, I hate smelling this the next day. My whole closet still smell like cologne. So for me, it's so strong, and I be sneezing, and it's like I'm cool. I just take a shower, let me put on some nice lotion, let me, you know what I'm saying, get right. I'm clean, you know what I'm saying. I smell like baby lotion or something. That's my. I need a mild fragrance. Yeah, I need a mild fragrance.
Yeah.
Okay, just a
lotion
quick
for me is
for
enough.
free one. A quick for free, because a lot of entertainers of your caliber, A-list, are coming out talking about they don't bathe daily.
I've seen that.
So while we are so lucky to have you here, we do not do a lot of guests. We had to have. We want to know, does Bow Wow, Shad Moss bathe daily?
Yes, you have to.
Bi-weekly?
You have to. I think it's important. But I will tell you this. I did Google it, and I swear to God, if you Google is showering every day healthy, the answer is no. I do, but the answer is no.
A white man wrote that.
Your grandma didn't write that because your grandma said to get in the bath, and she put some bleach in there too.
Right. But it's weird, like it makes sense, but it don't make sense. And if you Google it, it says no, because there's something about us showering every day. You know, water dries our skin out anyway. Right, so they say
what
every
about
day.
Your underarms and your woman lady parts.
No, facts. I mean, you gotta always take care of that. But they're saying when they saying basically is like we scrub off like natural like there's something on our skin that we every day when we shower, we're not letting it like heal and grow back. Not like I don't know, it's something weird. And I don't know the name of it, but it's like we're scrubbing. Yeah, they're like we're scrubbing off like natural vitamins, and we're not letting it grow back. And water already dries us out. So like every day you're putting water on your skin, and it's like you never
lotion on because we black.
True.
So you
clogs up which could clog up our pores too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That lotion can get a little tricky. I wear lotion. Now I looked into this, no cap. That's why I said if you Google it, it's gonna pop up showering every day, like for hygiene purposes. It's really not healthy for the body if you shower every day.
But
we do though. We
Google your great grandmother that is sitting upstairs in glory with Michael Jackson, and you ask your grandmama,
she not playing.
Can you skip a day of bathing? And she gonna come from heaven, beat your ass, and go back up to heaven.
I'm trying to tell you.
My Google's still on HUD. You got the Hollywood Google where your shit is.
I'm telling you. Look, I'm telling y'all. Look, when y'all get off it, when y'all done with this show, get on Google and type it. It's showering every day healthy. You go like this. Damn, it says no. Like plain as day, it messed me up. I just told it to my partner the other day.
We do know that the Moors went to Europe to teach the Anglos how to clean.
Yeah, these are colonizers that are telling you.
Yeah, we taught the colonizers how to properly bathe. So it is in our culture and in our DNA because cleanliness is next to godliness. So no matter
y'all about to make me look this up so I can tell y'all got me.
Who's the originator of that quote?
Listen, I am this. I am absolutely using this. Shad Moss, Bow Wow, the great. Yes. Thank you so much for sliding through and getting undressed with us. You can still got your pants on. You take your pants off.
When? Are they on right now?
Are they on
he
now?
Always take them off. That's what they say.
Yeah, they on.
Well, if you want us to undress your final question, be sure to go ahead and follow us on Instagram at the Undressing Room Podcast and slide in those DMs for your chance to be featured. L'Oreal, what they listening to?
Listen, they're listening to the Undressing Room Podcast presented by Macy's. And Bow, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for
coming. Come on, you already know what time it is. So Macy's, man, it's about to be fall time. Macy's, we need them gift cards. Macy's, them $500 gift cards. Christmas is coming up. Tell them we need those.
I need my Macy's outfit for the Millennium Tour. I will buy my ticket, but I'm gonna need my ticket upgraded. I need that I'm vaccinated good seat.
Oh, you good? You good? We're gonna make.
I'm in there.
I'm not vaccinated, but I still got a good.
You ain't coming with me.
Okay, so you gonna sit on the tour bus, but not mine though. We're gonna put you. We're gonna. Hey Andy, make sure for L'Oreal we put a screen on the tour bus. She can watch the show from the bus. She just can't come in the arena. You know what I'm saying? Now we got you, L'Oreal. We got you. You know you're gonna be good.
We're gonna get you a gift card so you can get another engagement ring.
Oh, shots fired.
Hey, you know what? She might be worth me getting it with that gift card too. So yeah, she might not. Yeah, that's cool.
Don't sleep. Macy's got the plug and the low. We got everything at Macy's. Their fine jewelry department is exquisite.
Listen, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. But you know what's up. I'm with it though. I'm with it.
Thank you for playing with us today, Bow Wow. Look forward to your tour.